Hey guys, welcome back. Today's doodle illustrated by Nanakonagos, guest artists Blake Angikoneb and Daniel Morrison celebrates Norval Morrisseau, which is Copper Thunderbird, an indigenous Canadian artist from the Bingwi Anishinaabe First Nation. Morrisseau is widely considered the grandfather of contemporary indigenous art in Canada, and his work paved the way for the emergence of indigenous artwork in mainstream galleries. Today, on Canada's National Indigenous Peoples Day, we honor Morrisseau and his paintings that beautifully captured the stories of indigenous tradition. Norval Morrisseau, whose Ojibway name was Copper Thunderbird, was born on the Sandpoint Ojibway Reserve in Ontario, Canada, on May 14, 1932. He was raised by his maternal grandparents, who helped instill his pride for Anishinaabe culture and traditions. At the age of 6, Morrisseau was forced to leave home and attend residential school, a place where traditional native ceremonies were banned and speaking traditional languages were forbidden. Despite the trauma and hardships experienced in his youth, Morrisseau was fueled by his desire to preserve his people's traditions. His grandfather, shaman, trained within the Midé spiritual tradition and introduced Morrisseau to shamanism and passed down the stories and legends of the Ojibway people. As Morrisseau entered adulthood, he began exploring ways to incorporate Anishinaabe oral traditions and imaginary through his artwork. In 1962, he hosted an exhibit at the Pollock Gallery in Toronto, marking his official debut to the art world and the first time as indigenous artist was featured in a major contemporary art gallery in Canada. His art styles became known as woodland painting, combining rich colors, birch bark scroll etchings, and oftentimes skeletal animals and people. Morrisseau's work represented a unique intersection between traditional indigenous imaginary and modern art styles. His path to success has not been simple. Morrisseau's artwork has unfortunately been the subject of ongoing art fraud and plagiarism cases, as many sought to capitalize on the value earned through his unique styles. Over his multi-decade career, Morrisseau's artwork was featured in exhibits across Canada, Europe, and the world. Some of the notable paintings include Moose Dream Legend in 1962, Conquest of the Thunderbird in 1982, Androgyny in 1983, and Observations of the Astral World in 1994. Morrisseau also leveraged his growing influence to advocate and support emerging First Nations artists, such as Daphne Odiche and Roy Thomas. He was an original member of the Indian Group of Seven, a group dedicated to uplifting the next generations of indigenous artists. Morrisseau's contributions led to his recognition as the grandfather of contemporary indigenous art in North America. Today, we can see Morrisseau's legacy recognized on the global stage as a renowned artist, a revolutionary and indigenous icon. His ability to shatter societal, sexual, and commonly held stereotypes exemplifies the perseverance and power that countless indigenous people experience. On National Indigenous Peoples Day and every day, we look to celebrate these achievements and recognize the contributions that indigenous peoples have had and continue to have on Turtle Island. Thank you, Morrisseau, for sharing the stories of your indigenous culture through art with the world. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel Zenith Institute on YouTube and follow us on Facebook.